Hello there. This is your realtor, Freeman Burns, coming at you once again just to discuss your real estate matters. I can't say enough about the questions and the comments that are coming in on the video blog. I have another great one here today, and it talks about dealing with buyers. So once again, if you want to know more information about how much your home is worth, you can click the link over to the right hand side of you, and we can provide you with a comparative market analysis. Or if you are looking to purchase a home, please feel free to contact us and tell us what your dream home looks like, and we'll see if we can actually help that dream come true. So let's get back to today's topic. So today I got a question in from Courtney. Courtney asked, what happens when my offer is accepted by a seller? Well, there are a couple different things. If you're in North Carolina, the first step would be to mail off whatever your due diligence amount negotiated was to the sellers. Now, due diligence in North Carolina is a period of time where the house is actually considered not on the market in a roundabout way. It gives you a period of several weeks to get your inspections done. This is consideration that is given to the sellers for you to be able to fully have the house inspected and make sure that everything is up to par and up to code before you actually make a final decision on buying that house. The second step in concert with that would be to mail off whatever the negotiated earnest money deposit is to the buyer represented attorney's office. You want to make sure that you have those in within 5 business days of the contract in the North Carolina side. It's a little bit different on the South Carolina side though. South Carolina does not have a required due diligence period, but I highly suggest it because it protects the buyer from buying a property and they find out later on during the inspection process that either A, the seller's not willing to negotiate any repairs, or B, they find something that's catastrophically wrong with the house and don't want to proceed with the purchase. So the due diligence period actually is a buyer protection that I highly suggest whether you're buying in North and or South Carolina. The second step would be actually for once you actually mailed off the due diligence and the earnest money deposits, you're also going to have to order your inspection. And that's going to be done with the help of your realtor 9 times out of 10. And they're going to make several recommendations of home inspectors that you can use. And also at this time, you're going to be paying for an appraisal. Now the bank is going to order the appraisal because they want to make sure that the loan that they're going to give you and the loan amount is going to be worth it. So those things are going to be going on behind the scenes. Once you get the inspection report back, that's when the realtor and yourself will sit down and go over any issues. And that's when we get to actually negotiate any kind of repair items with the seller. We make a list typically and ask for those things to be repaired or either inspected by certified professionals. So if it was an HVAC issue with your heating and cooling, we'd ask for an HVAC contractor that's licensed to come out there and either address the issue or give further information. Now there's 3 things when it comes to repairs. The seller can repair the item, they can refuse to repair the item, or they will actually sometimes give you a credit towards that item that you can repair yourself later on down the road. So there are a couple of things you can do when negotiating repairs. Other than that, I think the next step will be to go through the final walkthrough, and that's after everything's been negotiated and everything has been settled. You'd go through to make sure that those repairs were correctly done. This is where you might want to pay the extra money to have an inspector come out and make sure that those issues that were initially on the report were taken care of to a satisfactory degree. Generally, a re-inspection is what we call it on a property can run you anywhere between $100 to $125 depending on who the home inspector was. I hope this answers your question. I hope it gives some pretty good insight as to what happens when your offer is accepted by a seller and a couple of the initial steps. Once again, if you have any real estate needs, this is where your real estate professional will come in handy. There are a few more steps to it than that, but these are the most important and the most major steps. Glad I was able to help. Hope that answered the question. And by the way, if anyone else out there has a question, please feel free to just type it in the box. I will get it, and I will prepare a video just like this to answer your questions as well. Thank you once again, and I'll talk to you guys soon.